Hello folks, and welcome back to Whiskey Wars. My name is Sean, and tonight we got something special for you. It is nearly 2023, and maybe you are new to bourbon and you want to get into it in a big way, you want to start that collection. Well, we got a list for you. Let's get into it. Okay folks, it is nearly 2023. Not just a few days away now, and maybe, you know, you got some money for Christmas or end of the year bonus or whatever the thing is. You got some money to spend, hopefully $250 because that's what we're going to need for this list, and you want to start a bourbon collection. Well, we got a list for you, and we're going to start cheap and work our way up in price and build yourself a nice collection. So let's go ahead and start with our budget offering. These will kind of get you through your week. These will be your dailies, every other day, however often you drink. These will be your cheap budget bottles to get you through so you can build that collection without touching your expensive stuff. Now, I think the best option in the kind of $15 range is this bottle right here, Evan Williams Bottle in Bond. I think it's fantastic, certainly worth a buy, and certainly a great way to start your collection. It drinks pretty well neat, as does our backup offering. Now, these are going to be backups in case for some reason you can't find one or the other. That way you got two options for each price point. So you can pick and choose as you kind of go through this list which bottle you want, but either way it'll add up to roughly $250. So those are our two kind of $15 price range bottles. Of course, this is the Benchmark Bottle in Bond. Both of these are bonded products and both are fantastic on a budget. But now let's move along to our $20 to $25 bourbons. And of course, we got to go with two of the standards. You see how much I like this bottle? It's gone. I need to buy another one. And this is the big boy. You would not get this for $20 to $25. But the 750 can be had for right about $20 to $25. Of course, Wild Turkey 101. Just an absolute standard, a staple on any good bar. I think, you know, if you're going to have a bourbon collection, you have to have Wild Turkey 101. Now, maybe you've had Wild Turkey in the past, you know, shots or whatever the case. Try it neat. It will probably change your mind considerably about the way you view Wild Turkey as a brand, and 101 especially. Just fantastic. Now, maybe you've already had Wild Turkey and didn't care for it. I think this is a great secondary option. The Old Forester 100 proof, another great bottle. As you can see, I buy the big ones of these because I go through them pretty often. This one's nearly gone as well. About time to buy some new bottles. So yeah, those are our two bottles for the $20 to $25 range. Again, you pick and choose which ones you want for your collection. Next up, we got our kind of $30 to $35 price range bottle, and that is Cooper's Craft 100. I love this bottle very much. In fact, it finished first in my best bottle under $40 bracket back a few months ago. I love this bottle very much, but I am told that it's not available everywhere. So, as a backup, this one should be available pretty much everywhere. Woodford Reserve, somewhat similar profile. They're both from the Brown-Forman parent company, and so you'll find similar notes. I do think that Cooper's Craft 100 is the superior product, but if you can't find this, I think this is a good secondary option. Next up, we got our bottle in the $40 to $45 range, and this is Rowan's Creek from the Wilt Distillery. And this is just an absolutely phenomenal bottle. Lots of orange creamsicle notes in this bottle. I really enjoy this. This bottle came in second in our best under 40. Around here locally, I can get it for $37.99, but I know in other places it's higher, so that's why it's in the $40 to $45 tier in our list. And this is a good backup. I would say this one's probably more available, although Chattanooga is expanding. And if you want something a little higher proof, this is our first kind of higher proof option, the Chattanooga 111. Just another absolutely phenomenal bottle. Lots of dark notes. You got kind of figs and dates and maybe a little plum in there. Just very good. Great option in the $40 to $45 range. And again, you guys choose. You figure out which of these sounds better to you. And of course, we have reviews on all of these, so you can go back and watch and figure out kind of better which of these bottles will suit your palate. All right, and next we got the $50 to $60 bottles. But first off, folks, if you are enjoying this content, then please hit that like button and consider subscribing, because we got lots more stuff already filmed and plenty more to come. Now let's get into our $50 to $60 bottles. Okay, so here are our options in the $50 to $60 range. We got Wild Turkey Rare Breed and Old Forester 1910. Both of these excellent bottles, right in that kind of $50 to $60 price range, but very different. Of course, Rare Breed is a barrel-proof option from the Wild Turkey Company, and just awesome. I think if you don't like Rare Breed, then bourbon probably isn't for you, but you know, whatever the case. And then we got Old Forester 1910, a much lower proof option, only 93 proof. And but very different profile. So this is a double oaked product, well, double barreled, and so that means it's been in 2 barrels, a lot more wood presence, which you get a lot of darker notes, a lot more char, a lot more kind of chocolate, coffee notes, a lot of dark fruits in this. I love this bottle very much. I've went through many of them, and I think both of these are great options. So you decide which one you think you will prefer to start your collection, but either way, I think you can't go wrong. I would say no good collection is complete without an Elijah Craig barrel proof. Now, these are somewhat allocated, but I think with a little hunting, you should be able to find them. And of course, these are always barrel proof. They're 12 years old, so that's also kind of showing your palate what some aged bourbon tastes like. Also at barrel proof, really kind of challenging your palate to a degree, but I think even if you are somewhat new to bourbon, if you've made it this far in the list and you've drank all these other ones, I think by now you've hopefully built your palate to some degree and can handle this and really appreciate what's going on. This is the latest release, the C922. Now, if for some reason you cannot find an ECBP, I think this is a very good option as well. These are also somewhat allocated, but probably more findable than the Elijah Craig Barrel Proofs, and that is any of the wood finishing series from Maker's Mark. At least around here, they're very available. So this is the BRT02, the latest release from this year. Absolutely phenomenal as well. Of course, this is a wheated bourbon, and this is also cask strength. Now, of course, Maker's Mark's cask strength is quite a bit lower than Heaven Hills, which is who makes the Elijah Craig. But either way, both great options, both excellent bourbons. And here you're really getting into some quality whiskey that I think you will enjoy and probably end up buying many more as the years go along. I know I certainly have. So folks, there is our list. Really, you got 12 total there, so you can kind of mix and match as you go through. And whichever you don't go through and buy the first time around, you can kind of go through the second time and build your collection out even more. I think all of these are bottles you should have. I hope you enjoyed the list, folks. If you did, please hit that like button. And also, please consider subscribing right here. And here's other reviews from us right here. And until next time, folks, just remember, you can never have too much good whiskey.